Hi there, Neil Clark here from Falkirk Piping. Videos here are free, although we do ask that you consider supporting our chosen charities. The charity for today's video is Parkinson's UK, and you can find our Just Giving link in the comments below, where you'll also see that we invite you to become a channel member and assist us to keep producing videos like this. Is the Sherrifmuir Atlantic Wall. What had been happening, this was built in about October 1943, or started in October 1943. To set the scene, Second World War's on, British armies had been victorious in North Africa and they had advanced and I believe taken Sicily. So they're now down in Italy, but what's going on in the northern part of Europe? Hitler has built, or is still building, his Atlantic Wall, defensive positions running basically from Denmark right the way through to the south of France. The French resistance have smuggled out plans of part of the Atlantic Wall, and this wall, amongst others throughout Britain, was built to allow the forces to rehearse storming those positions and ultimately to attack Normandy, the German positions in Normandy, for D-Day, June 1944. As I said, there are numerous reproductions of the wall throughout Britain. Someone obviously went to enormous risk in the French resistance to smuggle their plans across. And what we see here is pretty much a reproduction of at least part of the Hitler's Atlantic Wall in Europe. I don't know exactly who used this for the rehearsals. I don't believe it was the 51st Highland Division, because that would be a little bit too close to home for them. I have a defensive ditch here in front of the wall that I'm actually standing in. The wall would have been bigger. You can see strands of iron sticking out of the wall. The iron frame went up first and they simply poured concrete in. After the war, because this would have been a protected area, no one allowed in or out, it was surrounded by barbed wire. What did they do? Well, in the spirit of the day, they rolled up all the barbed wire and they put it into one of the strong points, which you'll see photographs for later. The tunes for today, we started off with the Black Bear, which is common enough, but it does have a relevance. Have you seen the film The Longest Day? All about the D-Day landings. So Piper Bill Milne features in The Longest Day. He actually features 3 times, and he plays the Black Bear each time. The first time Lord Lovat, his commander, says, "Milne, blue bonnets," and he strikes up with a Black Bear. The next time they're approaching Ouistreham, which has been held by the Parachute Regiment, and he's still playing the Black Bear. And the third time they're leaving Ouistreham, and Lovat says to Milne, "Strike up," and Milne of course says, "Black Bear, sir," and he plays the Black Bear quite merrily on. So that's why we played that one. The second one was the 51st Highland Division by Donald Macleod, and it's really played in honour of the 51st Highland Division, in which my grandfather and all his friends served. I believe they actually landed on D-Day +5, but they'd still have seen this. You can still see this. The Atlantic Wall is very, very obvious all along the European coast, most so in Denmark. With regards to where we are today, we are in Sherrifmuir, which is just above Dunblane. The Battle of Sherrifmuir in 1715 took place just over that way. It gave me some amusement to discover that one of the hills just over here is called Big Hunt Hill, and one day I'll go up there and I'll play a tune in honour of our current caretaker Prime Minister on Big Hunt Hill. In the meantime, we'll show photographs and try and give you perspective on the size of this wall here. It's about 150 long. That's all it ever was, but it served the purpose.